All right, guys. Hey, my name's Nick Hawks. I'm a coach over in Invictus, and I'm here with my lovely mother to talk to you guys about a charity event we're doing for Parkinson's called the Three Peak Challenge that me and Holden Rethwell are doing on October 5th. But I did want to have a little conversation with my mom and talk to you about kind of her journey about Parkinson's and her thoughts on it, and kind of just have some fun with it. Or maybe not fun, but like it's a journey anyway, and give you guys some insight to why Parkinson's research is important. Mom, have you ever been mic'd up before?
No, this is a first.
My mom, first time getting my mom mic'd up. This is pretty exciting. So, Mom, first thing I just kind of want to talk about is what your Parkinson's is, and like how does Parkinson's affect you?
It affects my ability to move. That's the main effect I have. My whole body tenses up like a Charlie horse.
And does anything make it better or worse?
It definitely helps if I exercise, and I need to take my meds. I have had the DBS surgery. That's where they put the implant in your brain, and that made a difference.
Is it still making a difference?
It is.
All right.
Yeah, I need to charge up every day.
And what does charge up mean?
I have the implant that goes down. I have a wire that goes down my neck, and then I have a battery right here in my chest. And I just charge through my skin, and I have a device that tells me when I'm 100% charged.
So you're kind of like Iron Man. I mean, that's pretty cool. And you said like you start to lock up or like a Charlie horse. What are the symptoms like? Does it just come on gradually? Does it come on right away?
It's usually gradual. And I'm good till about, I take my meds every 3 hours. I'm good till about the hour before I'm due again.
Okay.
And so that last half hour in particular is tough.
And how did you start to notice, like what did you notice? What were the onsets that you noticed when you first started in the very beginning? Yeah.
Yeah, I started having symptoms when I turned 50, but nobody. I'm 68.
Okay.
And no one could figure out what was going on, because the typical, or anyone that I talked to could figure out what was going on. The typical symptom is tremor in the hand. I was sitting at a keyboard and my left hand would just become stiff, and I'd be typing something and I'd have like a whole row of P's or something because my finger wasn't letting off the key fast enough. So the first symptoms I had were inability to type.
And how did it progress from there?
I started having stiffness up my elbow, my whole left arm, and it primarily was on the left side. So the first neurologist I went to told me I had probably Lou Gehrig's disease, which there was nothing that you could do to help that. There's no cure at all.
Yeah.
So 3 years later, I found a different neurologist, and she diagnosed it correctly as Parkinson's. And I was thankful just to know that it had a name and it could be treated.
So you kind of identified with it, and you're not wondering what's going on.
Yes.
With you, kinda, right.
Which was a huge relief.
Yeah. And what were the first steps that you took to kind of combat this? And is there anything that you wish you would have done different?
The first medication they put me on was one called Stalevo, and that's how we determined it was Parkinson's, just that medicine helped and made a big difference. We don't know why I got it, so I don't know what I would do differently. Just have found a good neurologist earlier. I stayed with a neurologist that wasn't that great.
Yeah. And then what do you wish, or what does having your Parkinson's limit you the most from doing?
It limits me in my ability to go for very long. I don't dare leave the house for hours at a time. When I'm starting to feel off, I don't want to be out in public. It makes me just want to stay home.
Yeah. Is there anything that you kind of felt you took for granted, or you wish you would have done before you had Parkinson's, or both?
Well, I've always been good at exercising.
Yeah.
Just.
She used to do, when I was a kid, I remember like it'd be 5 in the morning and I hear my mom working out doing like Jane Fonda.
Step aerobics.
Step aerobics, like buns of steel. So I'm on like the old 80s videos. You'd be like all dressed down the 80s, like with a guitar. You do that and then you vacuum. There's like 5 more. Awesome.
That's true. I can't deny any of that. What I would have done differently, I don't know. What, maybe listen to my body more, maybe sought different help from different people.
Before, like what did you do before you got Parkinson's that you missed the most?
Just, I feel like I'm not free to do what I want to do just because I don't want to be in public and trip. I've been falling a lot lately, and that's one sign that it's getting worse.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be in public when I fall or stumble.
I think that's understandable.
Yeah.
One of the things that Holden and I are doing this for is because we both feel that our bodies are such a gift, and we want to experience as much as we can and utilize it. And I think one of the things I've noticed with your Parkinson's is that it kind of robs you of your ability to be able to utilize your body and control your body how you want. And I think that the research is important because it will help people identify earlier, or maybe if they figure out what the cause is, that it can help people keep their movement. And that's really what this challenge is about. I mean, we are hiking out in the mountains, and like I enjoy that, but it's a celebration of being able to use my body. I have the option to go do that, and like I want everyone to keep doing that. And it hurts me to watch you go through this because like I love you a lot, and it's hard to watch your mom suffer, you know?
Yeah. And I don't want to suffer, you know. I want to be the best I can be for as long as I can be.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm committed to exercising, and I can't do the step aerobics anymore. I can see me tripping on the step, but I do the treadmill and the cars that you've taught me.
Controlled articular rotations, kids. Work your mobility.
It makes a difference. It really does.
Well, I'm glad. Is there anything that you would like other people to know about Parkinson's? Why it's important for research? Like anything that you feel that would benefit other people to know about it?
I just think we need to. I don't really know how to answer that. I just think don't be afraid to seek help. I know a lot of people. I have a friend whose best friend got diagnosed with Parkinson's, and he ended up just curling up in a little ball and died after years and years. He didn't try to fight it. Don't ever get up. The fight is worth the fight. You just have to make the best of every day and do what you can to feel better, but keep mobile. Just keep moving. Don't ever give up.
I think that's important. Something I'd like to kind of just rehash on is like seek help. If you feel anything's wrong, like don't look at it as a sign of weakness. Be vulnerable enough to go get help because there's support. Kind of like what she was saying is like if you ever see anything like that, go seek help. People are there to help you and you have support. And I think I can say this is like once you have a support system, it makes things better when you realize that you don't have to shoulder that and you're not less than because you have a neurological issue or really any issue. You're not less than. It just means that you got to use your support a little bit more.
Right. Now the other thing I haven't mentioned are there are great Parkinson's support groups out there.
Okay.
And almost every community has them. So seek that out. And there's people that have the typical symptoms. 70% of people have the tremor. Only 30% have the stiff muscles that lock up.
Okay.
And if you have any symptoms that you don't understand what's going on, the doctor hasn't diagnosed it correctly, or you suspect you have Parkinson's, go to the support group. And the people there are great.
Okay.
They'll give you ideas on what to help them.
All right, Mom. Thanks for your time and talking to the people, telling their story. We might do more of these.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Mom. Thanks very much. I love you.
I love you.
Thanks, guys. Link will be down below. Invictus 3-Peak Challenge with me and Holden Rathwell. Feel free to donate. Come hike with us. Come be logistic support. we'd appreciate and welcome any sort of help and support you guys can give us. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.